Hi there, my name is SarahPay. I'm a coach, yoga instructor, and runner. And if you're like me, you're feeling those things a little bit more from more running and riding these days. I've got a quickie for you. We're gonna be in and out. This is something that you can do at the end of any run or ride. No excuses. It will help you to perform better, keep you safe. We're gonna go ahead coming all the way down to your mat or towel. Find a tabletop position, stack your shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrist. Maybe start dropping your hips from side to side. Notice if you feel anything that's especially tight or tense today. Good, then move into a little bit of flexion and extension of your spine. Always want to check in there first. And then if it feels good, stretch your wrist and your forearms. And just a quick stretch for the backside body. Tuck your toes under, press back to downward facing dog. Pedal it out here as you stretch your calves, Achilles, and hamstrings. This should feel really nice. Good, then walk all the way up to the top of your mat. On an inhale, take a half lift. Exhale, fold. Bring your feet about hips width apart. And then take a bend in your left knee. Take your left hand to the floor and your right hand to the ceiling. Feel a good stretch for your IT band area. If you've got any sciatica pain, this might feel good. And then switch to the other side. Bend your right knee, lift the left hand high. Good, come back through the center. Bring your toes together. Inhale, half lift again. And then step your right foot all the way back. So our left foot is forward. Drop into your right hip point and take a twist. Good, then if you can, if it's not too painful for your right knee, lift your hands up overhead, drop your left hand down, maybe to a block, or if you want to bring it to the hip, that's good. Just feel a good stretch through your right side body. Good, okay, take a counter stretch to the other side. And then straighten your left leg, flex your toes and pull your toes back towards your shin. You'll feel a stretch through your hamstring and your calf. You don't have to fold very deep here. Now this one's a little tricky. Take a bend in your knee, drop the outer blade of your left foot to the mat and walk your hands around. This gets both IT bands at the same time. Good, come back through center. Go into a plank position and then just step your right foot forward. Doesn't have to be pretty. Drop down to the left knee and find that twist on this side. Good, come back through the center. Lift your hands up overhead and drop your right hand down to your mat, a block, or your hip. Stretching your left side body all the way through that left hip point. Good, then drop the other side down for a counter stretch. Straighten your right leg, flex your toes, pull it back towards the shins. Stretch hamstring and calf and fold only if you have the space. Good, lift halfway. Take a micro bend in your right knee, drop the outer blade of your right foot to the floor. Make sure that foot stays flexed. And we'll take that same IT band stretch on this side. There's no other way to get into it like this. Good, come back through center. Step your left foot all the way up to meet the right again. This time I'm gonna bring my right foot behind my left foot and fold down. Feel free to bend your knees here. Maybe walk your hands from one side to the other. Good, then take a half lift and just switch sides so that your left foot comes behind your right. And you'll notice that one side's a little tighter than the other. It's all good. We all have imbalances in the body. Not just from our exercise, but from our daily movement patterns. The way we sleep, the way we drive, the way we sit at our desk at work. Good, inhale, rise. I'm gonna come all the way down to a seat. Last one here. You'll bring your right ankle over your left knee. If you can stay seated, you'll get an intense stretch for your right hip and piriformis. If this is too much, roll to your back and bring your left knee up. Try to keep both toes flexed in this one. If you're seated, maybe shift your hips forward a little bit. And then we'll just take that on the other side. Left comes right over. You could take this standing as well, but it creates a lot of work for the standing leg. It's like doing a one-legged squat. But if you're in a position where you don't want to come down to the floor, you could take this standing. And then we'll finish up with one more twist. Straighten your left leg, bring your right foot to the inside. If you can, maybe you hook your elbow around. And take it on the other side. Flex your right toes, bring your left foot to the inside. Hook the elbow or just use your hand. Lengthen on your inhale, twist on your exhale. You're gonna come back through center. Straighten both legs, flex your toes, fold it down. And this is where we'll finish up. Take a bend in your knees if you need to. Use a strap or a towel here. Effort to hinge at the hips. Try not to round through the back. We want to keep the spine long. Your hamstrings will open over time, but we always want to keep a long spine. Good, slowly rise. And that's all I have for you today. So hopefully we'll do more short segments like this, quickies, in and out, no foreplay, no hugs, no kissing. You get in, you get out, you keep safe. Thanks so much for joining us today. I hope this has been helpful.